Buongiorno!
Good morning.
It is day 19 on the Via Francigena, and I'm Brian.
I'm Michelle.
And we are cruising with the Colemans, and well, we have had an eventful morning.
Man, I don't like a lot of things to happen before 9 a.m. I don't know about you. I have had my coffee at least, or at least my cappuccino.
So we started out in the B&B, we had our breakfast, we got everything packed up and put on, and our first stop was the newsstand.
Yes, so a little newsstand where you can mail packages for DHL. So we've heard a lot of negative reviews for Post Italiana from even the locals. So we found a DHL and we unloaded some extra weight from our backpacks.
Now that stuff was listed in our last video, which was our gear video, and what was in our packs. So if you want to find out what it is that we dropped, how much weight we dropped, it wasn't much. You can see on that video.
Yeah. We decided to ship ahead some of our extra stuff to Rome. Fortunately, the place we're staying said, yes, you can mail a package here. We learned a couple of things that made it a bit complicated. You have to have a, what's the number?
It's a VAT, value-added tax number, which is a European number. Americans can get one, but you have to apply well in advance for it.
We didn't have one. Fortunately, there were two outstanding young ladies that through our Google Translate phones, we were able to have a conversation, and they said, one of them said, I'll just use my address, but I'll put your email address and your phone number on there, which was absolutely outstanding.
It was the women that worked at the newsstand.
Yeah, they were so gracious. I'm sure the lady at the B&B that we were leaving would have done the same thing to help us out, but I just am glad that we had something. It cost €29 to send it to Rome. If we would have sent it home, it would have been probably about $175 to $200. So, because we had thought about getting some souvenirs and shipping it home, but from the DHL app, you can look at how much it'll cost, and immediately we said,
not worth it.
No, not worth it at all. So we shipped it to Rome. We'll have it when we get there, and we're going to buy a suitcase. So we have already paid for luggage, and we'll be able to ship several things home with us.
And we had great video of all of this intriguing content. However, I had an SD card fail on the train on the way here. When I went to save the video, when I stopped it at the end, it told me I had an SD card error. Fortunately, I carried a backup SD card, so I popped that in, and hopefully we're good to go again. But it just goes to show that, I mean, an SD card weighs, 5 grams? So, but it was a good thing I had an extra one, because I don't know when today we're going to walk by a store where we could get a replacement. But we are going to buy a replacement so that I still have a backup.
Absolutely. So we took the train this morning because coming out of Pavia to go to where are we going?
Santa Cristina Bissoni.
There we go. Where we're headed was 29 kilometers, and it is a scorcher out here already. We are already dripping in sweat.
And it's only 8:45.
We're trying to make sure that we make it to Rome, so we're shortening our day by taking the train ahead. The train took us a little further than we wanted to, but it's just the way it worked out on the route. So today we have a shorter day, and we're going to be okay with that.
We're going to end up walking about 10 or 11 kilometers, and that's fine too.
That's fine, because we're going to stay at a Benedictine monastery tonight, and I am very excited about that. So
andiamo, because second breakfast is not waiting for me. What good is having a big fancy Renaissance castle if you don't have a moat? Hey Michelle, you gonna swim the moat?
Sure, why not? It's hot out here, haven't I mentioned? Oh.
Somebody even lowered the gate for us. I don't know, we could be walking into someone's house right now. I'm not totally sure what's going on here. Well, this may not be the castle, but it sure is fancy. We finally made it to the VF. Yes. In Pavia, we walked 1.75 kilometers to get from our B&B to the train station. And then here in Belgioioso, we've walked 1 kilometer to get from the train station to the VF.
So we walked 3 kilometers to save how much?
To save about 15 kilometers. worth it.
Worth it. Let's go.
We have another hiking pro tip from the Via Francigena. Let's talk about hiking in the heat. So it has been hot here, and I know in the States right now, everybody is dealing with the heat, but you still want to enjoy your holiday, your vacation, your pilgrimage. So how in the world do you deal with it? Here's a couple of things that we have learned. Number one, stay hydrated. That means the night before, get yourself really well hydrated. Remember, caffeine and alcohol dehydrate your body, so avoid it if you can. We're not so good at that, but do it as much as you can. Avoid it as much as you can. Number two, start early. The hottest part of the day is like from 12 to 3, so you don't want to still be hiking in that part of the day, so get started early. We've had mornings that we started walking as early as 7. We have in the past on other trips started walking even earlier than that before the sun came up.
However, we've learned that we're on holiday on pilgrimage.
And today we would have started sooner, but because of the train schedule and having to drop off our package and the time that they opened, that kind of dictated also. What's number 3, Michelle?
Number 3 is to carry salt sticks.
Oh, that's it. Yep, salt sticks. So Gatorade or any electrolyte drinks or drops
Gatorades
or anything
cost more,
like that.
there's more weight.
Gatorades are weight. Michelle has some salt sticks that we'll link down below that are fantastic to help rehydrate you a little bit.
Faster than water.
And replenish some of those minerals that you're sweating out so much. And of course, the last pro hiking tip here, make sure you're using sunscreen, or in our case, our umbrellas, although we did apply sunscreen first too. Do what you can to stay in the shade while you're out and keep drinking that water as you go. Hey Michelle, why are you way over there?
Because I'm taking fewer steps.
But you had to climb little hills.
No, I'm just preparing for the mountains that are back there.
We are walking beside this giant sand quarry.
I think that Brian's gonna get sand in his shoes today.
Oh, I'm sure I am. Toes in the sand and just don't care. That church steeple is a little more than a mile away. It holds a monastery, which is where we are sleeping tonight.
We hope this is our accommodation for tonight, but it hasn't been confirmed since February.
This is the hostel at Santa Cristina e Bisone. It has 3 rooms that are open tonight. This is 1 bunk room with 5 beds. There's a small kitchen. Then there are 2 additional rooms that are open. This one has 4 beds. The room that we had 3 beds. How'd you sleep, Michelle?
Very hot. I mean, hot. It's 6:30 in the morning.
You're glowing.
It's 6:30 in the morning. We're the last ones here. But in all fairness, everyone just left in the last 30 minutes.
So, really the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
There were 6 pilgrims here last night. They say that they have 20 beds here, so there must be 1 room that wasn't open, but there is a room that's got a locked door, so I guess that might be the last bunk room.
Somebody asked me how I slept, and I said, it's hot. She said, it's Italy.
There you go.
So, one person's perspective, that's another person's perspective.
La dolce vita.
It's the first day of summer, though, so andiamo. The one thing that this place is missing is a central area for everyone to just sit and talk, a little communal area. Because outside, all there is benches in the sun.
I think that was the bar next door.
We're out of here. Let's walk and talk.
Well, this is a little adventure first thing in the morning.
Great. I've had enough adventure already. Pardon the interruption. Anyway.
Buongiorno.
Good morning.
Can you believe it is day 20 of walking on the Via Francigena?
It's the first day of summer.
First day of summer.
Which
Not that it hasn't felt like it for the last week.
Which is officially Hike Naked Day. Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I didn't bring enough sunscreen for that. So today we are walking from Santa Cristina e Bisone to Orio, Litta, and then beyond one village to
Corte Sant'Andrea.
Corte Sant'Andrea. Hi, Pilgrim Shell.
Hi.
We are supposed to be finishing our stage in Orio, Litta, which is just off to our right. However, there's a sign back here that says if we follow this road, we will get to Corte Sant'Andrea, which is our destination for today. And we're going to save about 4 kilometers of walking.
So the stage is where the book the stage is what the book is saying.
The stage ends in Orio, Litta.
But our reservation is the town after. And the reason for that...
Which would be the first village in tomorrow's stage.
Yeah, the reason that we booked ahead of stage is I emailed the former mayor, thought he was the mayor, to reserve a room here in Orio, Litta.
Orio, Litta.
And he said that he was retired and he suggested going on a stage. So that's kind of the logistics of it all.
Apparently there's a really good restaurant in Corte Sant'Andrea that
really
is also
good. Everyone talks
about it, but apparently it's closed on Tuesdays. But the hospice said to us, all the food that you will need is in the hospice.
I want to know, define what food I need. Because we had a beautiful dinner with some other pilgrims, and some just ate salads.
We're gonna find out.
Maybe I'm gonna be a salad girl tonight.
All right, andiamo. There's the church tower of Orio, Litta, and this little farm road is gonna lead us there. Here's the dike road that we're gonna continue walking on. Now this is how you welcome pilgrims to your village. Give them a grand Roman gate to walk through. But this is the entire village also. Do you want to know?
I want to know.
Our dirty little secret?
I don't understand. The laundry's almost done.
Our dirty little secret is this is our 3rd pilgrimage. Camino de Santiago, on the Camino Frances, Camino de Santiago, Camino Portuguese, now the Via Francigena. And in 3 Caminos, we have never, ever slept in a bunk room.
Ever. We tried. It's not that we didn't try. Like, we planned accommodations, but they see 2 people and they give us a private room. So that happened on more than one occasion on our first Camino. And then our second Camino, we went, ooh, I like sleeping in a private room. And if there's a private bathroom on top of that, ooh.
Last night we were in a hostel that had common rooms. However, We were in a room that had 3 beds by ourselves.
You saw one earlier in Switzerland.
There was one in Switzerland, but we were in a room by ourselves.
Well, we had the whole place to ourselves.
Yeah, that's true. Tonight, we're in a common hostel with 3 rooms upstairs.
3 rooms.
They sleep a total of 21 pilgrims once again.
There's beds.
Our room has 6 beds in it, 8 beds in it.
They're gonna see in the tour.
You'll see in a second.
Yeah.
We're the only people here. We have a private room.
We had a private room last night, though we didn't. We all had our doors open because it was so hot, as you saw already. But yeah, this is twice now where we've just tried really hard to stay with other people, and we haven't. Oh look,
Laundry's done.
my laundry. Take a tour. Brian's gonna make some music here tonight.
No, I'm making dinner. You have to make the music.
So the idol wins again.
So there's this common room with a couple of chairs in it.
Yeah, come on. This right here is the entryway, and I love this. It's all things about the pilgrimage. So overflow cots, breakfast,
Big
dinner,
dining room
lunch,
table.
fresh apples. I'm planning on eating one soon.
And lots of cool memorabilia hanging all over the place once again.
The kitchen, where Brian's magic is going to happen. What are we having for dinner tonight, Brian?
I don't know yet. We'll see what happens when I start opening things. You want to the restroom?
Since I'm the only one here, I've made myself comfortable. The women's room has a bidet.
Men's restroom? We don't need no stinking bidet.
More overflow beds in the hallway. This is our room. Ooh, we're letting in some sun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds in here actually.
Ooh. We're letting in sun. That is not good. Whew.
And all the
It's
rooms
stuffy
come with a
here.
fan.
There's an extra fan in the hallway we might be using.
Lots of extra blankets. Won't be needing those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds plus the
Yes.
ever popular matrimonial bed.
So we noticed, even though there could potentially be a whole bunch of pilgrims, we didn't pick this bed, 1, because it's hot, and 2, who sleeps in a matrimonial bed when there's other people around? Let's head outside. First, this keeps the mosquitoes and lizards out.
I think it's gonna keep a lizard out.
I don't know. I saw a few. So I love this huge backyard. They know what pilgrims need. There's a washing machine in there and a fantastic area to dry all of our clothes, which I love. And some seating out here. So I think that's where we're gonna sit out here and where we're gonna work.
That's all of it.
That's the tour. Thanks for coming along.
Sleeping in a bunk room tonight, but
I
not
hope
with other people.
you get just a little bit of insight as to what our life is like. It's not all air conditioning and private rooms.
And mountaintops and waterfalls.
Last night's accommodation cost us €20. Tonight, because they provided us food, we'll leave a little bit more donation than that.
You got something that my heart just can't ignore, that I've never felt before. And if you go, I wanna go there with you. Even I know we're not supposed to.
All right, time to dig in. See how I did.
Wanna be, but if you go, I wanna go there with you. Yes, if you go, I wanna go there with you.
It's really good.